Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you, wherever you are joining me at this moment. Welcome to 245 edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. As usual, we always look at our market activities starting from the international market, then look at here. That means the top to bottom analysis that we always consider before we go into the real activities on the local market. As we speak now, I'll tell you that the market is still very mixed at this hour. US market is still extending no lower performance that we saw yesterday. We saw kind of a downtrend yesterday. That is what is also that opened a bit down again this morning. We are seeing that the three major indices of the market, Dow Jones Future and S&P and the Nasdaq, they are all in red, but slight red at this hour. While that of the Asia market also remain mixed, and also in Europe, these are the state of the market. But the good thing is that the oil, price continue to remain stable. That means it's resilient at this price. Is at 85.38 dollar per barrel at this hour, which is also good for the oil market, the crude oil business as we speak. Investors are also looking at what is happening in that space. But as we speak now, I will tell you that many factors are shaping the market in that domain, especially in the advanced economy. One is that the latest economic figure or indices that came shows that most economy across the globe has already on a contraction, and the latest labor market report that came from US confirmed the impact of this tightening monetary policy of the Fed on the economy, and if care is not taken, this might lead the economy into a proper recession. Yes, we know that the purchasing manager index in that domain has been below 50 basic points, which is also a sign of contraction. But the latest figures that are coming also point that this economy is not in good shape. We'll see how the banks in that domain were kind of we saw a fallout in those banks because of what? Because of same interest rate and also high cost of borrowing. And this is also telling on the economy, as we have seen that the economy is also contracting. The numbers that are coming from those environment are also missed in terms of corporate earnings. These are the things that also we are all looking at. As oil price, I told you that it's still trying to remain resilient, despite that there's a pause in terms of up rally now around that 85.38 I've said earlier. That is the position of oil price at this hour in this midweek trading position. Like I said earlier, that most of this market are missed. That is the situation at this moment now in those matured markets. And I told you that this is a result of investors in that domain trying to and digest this latest data. We saw that the president manager, we saw also the labor report in the US also telling us that they are all pointing that the tightening monetary policy of Fed for almost more than a year has not helped matter, but rather it's taking hit on what on the economy, and that is what is also happening in other domains. But for investors in this environment are also looking at this. You can't separate the equity market from the company or the economy, and that is causing that as the economy is contracting, it's going to also affect the numbers in this domain. But if you look at the simple number, the number that came, you look like it without you can see that these numbers are missed as some are in green, some are in red terms of a company earnings that were released in that domain. These are the things we are seeing. But if you look at the eurozone growth, we see that it's hitting like almost a 10 months high this period, and that also have not reflected much on the market this morning, but market there is still missed in terms of activities. Yes, we might see that the zone has experienced a kind of a good growth in the month of May in March, May in March, according to activities that were released recently. But we believe that there are still a lot of things to look at. Looking at what is happening in France and Germany, and these are the two major places. I know that activities there has also looked a bit better in recent time. But we have to also consider that France, Germany being the biggest economy in that eurozone, whatever that is happening there, as it was also impacting on the activities of the market there. That means we need to put that in perspective whenever we are looking at the market in that environment. It's very key as a investor, so that it will guide your investment decision when you are also investing. Once you have this at the back of your mind when you are taking decision, this also will guide you as a trader for investors to know what to do, even when the numbers of these companies are not looking too attractive. Because what is the prospect that the future these numbers will start looking up? Because I said that any market you are trading, the fundamental of those those the market is very, very important. What are the fundamentals that will change the trend? What are the fundamental the economic data that we invent that also shape the sentiment of the people? Because in all we are trading is what is news and what and reaction, sentiment of the people in the market. These are the activities of traders, and for that you must not look away from those activities or those sentiment indicators, or to see how the people are feeling about the market and how are they reacting to the market. Once you're able to nail it at the head as a trader or investor, your decision will become better, and that will also help you to arrive at a good work, a good judgment when you are taking your decision. Because in any market where you are trading, there must be forces of demand and supply in any instrument you are trading. If that is at the back of our mind, that means we must put our eyes on these forces that will shape the market at any given time, so that it will guide us to make informed decision, at any given time. For me, there is no cause for alarm, but let us reason that we see to expect a lot of things to happen in the market between now and end of the quarter. This is just the beginning of the quarter. People might be wondering that, oh, the quarter is going to be what, a bit dull, and what is going on. I'll tell you that nothing special is going on. It's as a result of what is happening in the market, and also the numbers that are coming, how the market seeing those numbers and how they are reacting to it. It is this reaction that will trade. If there is no number, what will the market react to? And if the number comes, they are also not in tune to the expectation of the market. They are bound to show this kind of reaction. For me, as an investor, you must set your target. That is why whatever you are doing, especially with technicians, you must have your support and your register level to guide you what in taking your decision, so that you know exactly what you are doing in the market at any given time. There are bound to be correction in the market that has been uptrend, and when that correction comes, it creates opportunity for those that want to buy. Yes, you might say that in the US market, we have seen that those mature markets have been coming down, trying to pick up, but our own market here, we are seeing a correction, which is also part of the market. For me, there is no cause for alarm. But the most important thing is that you must understand how to read this market, how to read the sentiment of the people in the market. Once you get it right, then you will say you have arrived in that market. Like I said earlier, Asia market is mixed, that of Europe market is mixed. But we'll talk of Africa market. Africa market is also in that same direction, in that direction. But NDS here is already in red. We are seeing a strong pullback this morning in NDS. That does not say that NDS it has come to an end, but tell that investors or traders in the market are reacting to one number or the other has been seen. Also, decisions are taken as a result of what, looking at the the yield environment, and also looking at the interest environment. Look at what is coming as dividend yield from the equity market and what is happening in the fixed income or the money market environment. These are what is shaping the market. Liquidity is also under. Are we expecting that when we come to the payment period of this company that are marked down in terms of their dividend, how it's going to shape? Although that are also really result that numbers are good, the market are reacting to, and though that even they are good, market are not reacting to them. We want to look at them. Those that also market are hitting because of what, either their payout was weak or their earnings was also weak. In this direction, you need to stay where are you standing as a trader or investor, so that you will not just jump out at the wrong time and market are going on. Also, you will not be there and you didn't take decision, and the market will take you into a bad situation or a bad position. You must look at your chart at any given time to make sure that you are trading with the trend of the market. These are the basic things you want to use when you are trading, to know what is the next you should do as a trader or investor in the market. Today, we'll be looking at more on how we can use our chart to read the sentiment in the market, because all we do in this market is for the sentiment. Greed and what and fear is part of the equity market anywhere. No matter the market you are trading the world, greed and what and fear are part and parcel of the market. If you understand that greed and fear is part of it, that means you must accommodate it in your decision, because it has the way of what influencing whatever you are doing. We are saying that inflation is going up. With oil price coming up now, it should give you a signal that all the effort of the central banks of the world to make sure that they fight inflation, that would be like an negotiated effort. If oil go back again to what, to $100, are they going to jack interest more than what is on the expense of the economy? That's why they will be saying that the central banks will think outside the world outside only using interest rate to what fight inflation. Now that the OPEC overnight have kind of cut production, and that cut production, what does it mean? To have a small supply and too much demand, price will go up. That's simple as simple as our simple economics term. That means we need to understand all this. That's why we look at what is the sentiment in the market. This sentiment is very, very key before we go looking at what is happening in the market. We want to know that what is sentiment in terms of investment. We call it either we call it investor sentiment or not. The investor sentiment or no is referred to what market sentiment. When we say market sentiment, we're talking of investor sentiment, the general mood of investors towards the market. It is important to understand this investor sentiment. Once you know their sentiment, it gives you an idea what to do. It's like it's not an exact science, but it gives you an insight of what their feeling is, what are they looking at. That is why a true indicator will tell you what the future price increase and also decrease. These are the words momentum will tell you. When you see more buyer in the stock, they are bound to be what to the up price and price in up direction. And these are what forces of demand and supply in any market. In a short term, investors and the financial analysts or technical analysts often rely on what on investor sentiment because of what it helps them to what to value investment or instrument in that short time. It also helps them also or to evaluate what is driving price fluctuation. Like we're seeing recently now, we're seeing volatility up and down. Something is behind it, and these are the data that are coming here and there. Market reacting to the data. You are seeing this volatility, which are often what caused by investor emotion and economic event and what and headlines of what of information or news from today. You see, these are the things that drive this sentiment, and in the direction that investors are moving, that we have to see price going that direction. Investor sentiment is often expressed as a bearish as bearish or what or bullish according to investors can be described as being fearful or greedy, which I told you earlier, depending on what on the market sentiment. That's why you as a trader you must understand which factors help you to read the positive sentiment and which factors or indicators help you to read what the negative sentiment. That means you must understand the mode of investor in the market, and that is why sentiment is key. And when we invest data, I will tell you already like in this market today, where you can get sentiment report is only from Investdata, and that is why every morning we give you sentiment report as at what happened the previous day, what is the mood of investors, what is their perception of the prices of stock that closed that day, and also for the week, for the month, for the quarter, and for the year, so that it will help you as a trader or investor to know what decision to take the next hour, because you have seen the mood this stock closed because of what you have seen the sentiment behind what the price. And that is what matters for you as investor. What does this sentiment measure? It measures perception of what or the psychology, the sentiment, the thinking of this people, and it also helps you to know that yes, as a investor, it also helps you to be cautious of what to do and what not to do, because you are seeing the activities of the people, and these are the what is behind the price. Like also that I would say bid and offer, in some environment and in some platform you are trading. But sentiment will tell you, what is happening, what are people feeling, and what are they seeing. And tell you most financial analysts and or technical traders don't play with what investor sentiment, and that's why it becomes a key thing in the investor that every day we must give sentiment so that it will guide you at the end of the day, so we're able to know how the positive and the negative market sentiment is also a driving fluctuation, price fluctuation in the market, and also creating opportunity for you to dive into into action. And also simple, there's also some I call them common sentiment indicator that you can use as a trader or investor to calculate all or to know all this. And don't forget, market sentiment indicators are psychology based ratio or calculated in attempt to put a qualified investor mode towards the market in order to for a period on how current feelings and the positions may look like. And for that, you must look at it and understand these indicators also, so that you can make good judgment in using not to take your investment decision. And I'll tell you the common sentiment indicator that you can see is what we call the decline and the advancer line ratio is also a good one. The market breadth is also a good one to look at to see these are how to give you the market sentiment ratio that I will give. Also volatility index, these are the things you also look at to get this the ratios of sentiment in the market. And it's good to know that bearish versus bullish indicators are good Also, because you want to know exactly, is it a bullish sentiment? That's why I say a bullish indicator means that a general, no, a general investor sentiment that a stock or a market has is tend towards what an up-based signal, or looking at up pattern. It's looking, that's why it's called a bullish one, because it's trying to give you a tone of the overall market and what is going to, to point. That's why it's called a bullish one. Also, a bearish, indicator also do the same thing for you to know where is the price tend to move, where the market tend to move. Like market is tend to move towards that moving, downward. You need to understand this so that you can balance your decision as a trader or investor. Once you're able to do this, you are good to go and you arrive at a good decision point. And that's why I said don't play with your sentiment report. It's very, very key. Whether you're a trader or investor, a technical trader or just trading, you must understand market sentiment, investor sentiment. It will help you to analyze, what is happening. And for us to say that this sentiment, this indicator is a bullish indicator, no, you must also understand what are they doing. And most of these bullish indicators, they have a mixed pattern and also a mixed word, a mixed trend to give you signal. And you must use others to also to confirm them. For example, if you want to see a bullish technical indicators include what we call a relative strength index, we call it cap and handle, pattern. These are the things that you can use also. The moving average also we use there. Then Bollinger Band, and also candlestick reversal patterns. Well, we all know that this is what we are seeing already on the screen. Now you need to understand the price action is key, and these are for the bullish one. But also look at the bearish indicators that also include for you to, to capture the people sentiment or investor sentiment. We call them, one is bear flag. We have also bear planet. Also have a head and shoulder. Also say a pattern. We have a kind of a descending triangle. These are the things that tell you. Also, can you see bearish reversal pattern? These are the things that are very, very important that you should know. And whenever you say fear and greed index in equity market, we're talking of what? Stock market. When you say greed and fear index, that period in stock market, because that is what is obtainable in the market. What drives equity market anywhere in the world? Stock market is what the more emotion of what fear and greed. These are the things that drive what the market. That's why I said whenever you hear fear and greed index in the market, is about what? Stock market. That is only where emotion can drive this up. And this emotion comes from fear and greed, and these are what human nature is a thing, and that's why it's called sentiment. What is the psychology? What is behavior? Any number that comes to mind, any news that comes, anything. That's why I said most times I tell people that you trade what chart, not what the news. News is good, but as a trader, you trade the news because when you trade the chart, you see the reaction of people towards that news, and that will help you to arrive at a good conclusion to make informed decision when you are trading. That is why you must understand all these sentiment report will send to you every day. It's not just for you to see them, to interpret them. In that sentiment report, you can see 50% buy, 100% sell. No, it tells you a lot of things. When you see 100% buy on the signal, it tells you that at the close of business, we are seeing more buyers than investor. When you see 100% sell, also we are about to look at what is the money flow. Money flow, you see money flow with you. That's money flow index at that whatever is reading is looking up. But we see money flow, MFI number with D. I mean, at that number we're looking at is looking down. And so when money flow is looking up, it tells that buyers are in charge, and that's why people are entering. But when you see money flow looking down, and also we are seeing 100% sell, it says that people are exiting that position, they are selling down the stock. You have to be very careful. If you want to buy, you want to wait to see if you come down, so that become. That's why you need to also have your stop loss, your resistance and support level chart to know exactly at what level is this company at this price at a strong support level that you can jump in, and also what level is it at a stronger for you to exit. These are the things that you look up and down to know whether you are trading a cryptocurrency, you are trading FX, you are trading a commodity, you are trading a stock, you are trading futures, whatever you are trading, because it's the sentiment of the people, the psychology of the people, their emotion is what you are looking at. That will also tell you, no matter what is talking, to say market is up and down, it is other liquidity like other factors like liquidity, perception that move well. But also when it is down, there's also that liquidity and also people perception to the market will bring it down. That's why you must understand the four phases of the market. I always say that the accumulation, the markup, the distribution, and also the markdown. It is factors of investors' perception, their activities, just so that will tell you at this level what they are seeing. When you see that they perceive that the stock is cheap, and market is at a low price, you see activity people are accumulating before the markup day will come. It comes to a level where all state will work with this price has gone high. It has psychology, it has gone high again, profit. But you as a trader that has information and that educated in terms of trading, you have set up your profit target, you have set up your entry target. Once you meet them, you come out, you don't bother whether it's going ahead because everybody in the market has no particular. But when the general perfect perception of the market is overwhelmed the market. That's why I said 80% of market movement, 50% of market movement, influence price. If the market is up 50%, you're going to reflect on. But if the market is down, you're going to reflect on the price of stock. This is why I say 50% of the market, they have influence on prices. Market direction, I mean, 50% of market direction. If market is looking up, it has to dragging all the other stock up. If the market is looking down, it's also going to drag other stocks than even though in some sectors also will go in that direction. That's why you must understand this so that at the end of the day, you'll be in and have what is guiding you to make what your decision. These are the things I would love to explain in this kind of situation where we are talking of sentiment. Sentiment is not just to see the data as been shared. No, it's for you to look at it and make informed decision with that so that you arrive at a good work, at a good solution that will also impact your portfolio positively. As we speak now, I want to come back to the market because of our time. If you look at our market here as we speak, we saw a strong pullback this hour again because of what Ether in Nigeria lost about 143 naira as we speak. You know impact of Ether in the world in the offshore index. And this is where he said it is important always to look at what also sectoral indicator, but we are not surprised that it's going down. Ether pulling down for me is a better one for the market. But if you say no, it's not that has a dual listing and start seeing this the FS issue in Nigeria, it's possible that it's going to go back up again. And also, don't forget that March is the end, the financial year end for what for Airtel. Pulling back now for me is a good one for people that especially those that understand what I'm saying. That at this point that we are seeing stop pulling back, it is good to watch it very well because at this price it gives you opportunity to buy. If any moment from now in this month of April, if they release their own job, I believe that Airtel has key to that 60 days releasing of their hotel. That means it's between now and end of May. If you expect Airtel as well, but this price is selling now become what become a good price for the stock for you want to take position if those that are looking the way of Airtel. But also if you look at the market bread is slightly negative. We're having about 10 losers and 9 gainers. Can see the position of the market, but Ether has put the market down and not to the market is doing 53. Market are breaking another psychological line 54 below now. That market is trading around 53.04, 53,040.47. Market is down by 994.92, representing 1.8% in the what in the red. This is the position of the market as we speak. As I said earlier, we're having about 10 losers and 9 gainers at this hour. The top losers is what Ether. As I told you earlier, Ether is losing 147, as I said earlier, followed by Multiverse. You can see Champion Bureau, International Energy, and Champ. These are the top 5 losers at this hour. You go to the gainers chart, you can see that the life of per peak, which is a coronation insurance, is one leading now with about 7.5% up, then around 43%. We are seeing that internal oil has rebounded from a loss position of oil yesterday to that 5.85, gaining 4.7%. We can see the life of Mansard sustaining the gain that started since on Monday after the result was announced. We also mutual benefit, and also we are seeing also that NACO is these are the top 5 gainers as we speak on the gainer chart. But in terms of volume and activities, we are seeing that UBA is also trading at 8 naira 45 kobo, 55.7 million share traded so far. We are seeing Zenith Bank back at 25 naira 50 kobo at 10.5 2 million share traded so far. These are the position. Also, Transcorp is also there, at 138 kobo, 10.2 million share traded. Owando remain at 570 kobo, 5.4 million share traded so far, and mutual benefit. This is the state of the market. Back to our chart also as we speak. Our chart has formed in technical what we call double bottom, but we need to confirm to see this is a strong position. We are seeing that this is where the market got to before it rebounded. Market is back there around 53,000 again. Our market is in that position right now again. Let's see what the market will do from here. If this point will be a strong here, will be a strong support level for the market to rebound. All eyes on this now. But let's wait and see how the market will close today. But quickly, let's call our indicators up as usual to see what is happening in the market with our charts and all that. But the market index pattern, as we speak now, we're seeing almost a double bottom, like I said earlier, which is good, but we need to confirm before we jump in. But in tech analysis, confirmation is very, very key. Because when you see, you wait to confirm before you take action. Now that we're seeing that even the volume today in the market is low, but market is almost down by 1.8% as a result of Airtel pulling back the market. We want to see what is market doing right now, and let's call our money flow. It's very, very important. Look at our money flow, and we take our ADS here. Don't forget that when we explain the sentiment, I mentioned about what the chart pattern, the candlestick formation is that what also give you a sign of sentiment of what is happening. You can see already now that even as the market is below the T line, we are seeing also a bearish sentiment. Looking at the candle, that's why I tell you these are what you use to know what is the sentiment of the people, whether the news is positive or not. You see it on the candlestick. We tell you how people are responding. Now, the market, we know that the factor that put the market down this morning is the price of Ether, losing almost a 143, 147 down. You can see it on the index because it has about almost a no influence on what on the index. For that, when Ether cough, when when Ether sneeze, Dangote, MTN, Buaf Cement, when they sneeze, you can see that it has impact on the what on the index. You can see it here now already. But I can see there are two major we're looking at support level. A breakout of this level where it is right now, you can see where the index is now. A breakout will now have another one here. You can see where my cursor is here. This point, the market started at this place. The market was here. It's another strong word. Strong point that is around 50 to 52,615, 615.48. This level. Once market able to get here, we expect to see a rebound where from where it is. It's possible also to market to rebound at this. But if the market has also still remain in its distribution phase, once market break down this level where it is now, that's where market will perform a decline phase. And in the decline phase, you wait for the market to get to what the structural level before you can jump in. But individual stock might have different future or market sentiment or momentum. But this of general market we are discussing now. That's why I'm telling you this. But right now, our market is still, any moment from now, market will confirm a decline phase. As we speak, market still remain on the distribution phase, but you can see that sellers in recent days, especially from Monday to yesterday, we are seeing more sellers in the market, which also is reflecting this one. That's why I will have almost a slight market negative market break. 11 and 10 losers against 9 gainers. Yes, but you can see that the sellers are having their time, they are in control of the market in recent time. From Monday to date, this actually that we are seeing profit taking more sell off, waiting. Even when companies have announced good results, people are still there, even because of also the delay we are seeing in some of them. These are what is sending this kind of sentiment. But I believe that as we are coming closer to the traditional season, from this May to May, and we're going to see other factor that will support the market, especially the Q1 number we're looking at, and also to see the inflation figure for the month of March. Already we have seen that activities in the month of March in terms of NPR has even shown us that market economy has slow activities in that period, which is going to reflect on the numbers. On that, with this missed expectation numbers, also started reflecting on the market. But until we also see this the number final to ascertain what the number look like, that will give a clear direction. But to speak, market is gradually entering what a decline phase, which we need to wait to see what strong support level because that is for the general market. Why individual stock has their own chart pattern. Money flow for me remained flat around the 36, 37, which is also not a bad one, very good one also. The market have not left that level. As flown have moved from as high as almost 80, 90 to 37, that market is already in that sell down position we are seeing profit taking within the market. For quick one, we look at other stocks in the market this morning because of our time. Let's quickly look at no, we have seen that the top gainers, we have seen internal reversing. NACO also looking up. Also look at the Ether is looking down already. We know why it's looking down because of people are selling down. And that to take more stock and give the dividend on the short. It's a process after they collecting money again, they cost to come backward to Ether. That is why for a short trade moving from one point to another is part of what of the market. Actually, I said market sentiment and forces are very key when it comes to equity investment. Yes, let people look at internal reversing. How far will it go? Look at it. It's very, very important to note as well. Internal reversing, how far will it go? Let's look at Ether. I see internal, sorry. How far will it go with the chart? You can see here, even no, on a daily chart, you can see it's far below what below the T line. But I tell you, the farther the T line, far from the T line, the probability that you want to come back to the T line, either in the up direction or down direction, already start seeing it now. That you can see that gradually you can see an upturn of the money flow here forward, but still low around 60. But I start looking up small. Let's see how it goes. This forward. Let's look at 15 minutes chart for eternal. What is telling us in the last 15 minutes, I saying that internal is still bullish. Money flow is still around the 13, but still bullish. I was seeing a green movement of volume here. Let's watch and see what internal will close. And because of the payout, what we're seeing, even on the 1 hour chart, we're seeing a good histogramness of MACD, but because of this payout that is not present, that's why we cannot conclude because market sentiment is very, very powerful. That's why I need to explain it to you because it determines where price will go, either up or down. This is for internal. For because of our time, we quickly look at the how far will NACO go with the trend we're seeing. Is this going already as if it's exhausted? Let's see whether it's exhausted, is there power, or the trend is still there. You need to understand that. That's why you look at your chart to see where I tell you, even in the last 1 hour, you can see that the price I thought, as I almost said, 650. No, today before trading around this 10 naira, I can see the last 1 hour, but the moment you see that it's staying above the T line in the 1 hour chart, and you can see that 1 hour chart was showing a sign of a weakness already for profit taking, and they can see money flow is looking down on the 1 hour chart. But then look at a day chart for NACO. What it's saying, a day chart can see when you see this kind of sign and the up, it's also a sign of weakness and also sign of profit taking. And the more you see that the index action or price action is far from the T line, it's a time for to take profit. Let's quickly look at the 15 minutes chart for NACO for profit taking. We'll see. On 15 minutes chart, you can see that NACO for me is already given a sign. You can see that the sign already formed. You can see that sign that profit taking activities are gradually coming to the stock. Despite that the volume is here, see positive in terms of MACD, money flow flat at 73. But you need to know what it means. But only that the dividend yield and the dividend payout was good, and the performance for the company, and I'll tell you, it was a fantastic one. These are what you're driving the stock. But don't be carried away. Once you achieve your target, you have to stop it from taking profit. But as far as you have more than 11% yield, I think it remain attractive for low income investor to look at. Until you get to 12 naira, like you have a flat of 10% yield, which is also good for PFAs and all that. That is why attention in the stock is still very high at this point. Yes, on this note, I will say thank you. Because of our time, we say bye for today, and we'll resume back again on our live class on Tuesday after the Easter season. Tomorrow won't be class because of it. We are already starting our season, our holiday for the season. I won't be around. I'm not in town for that. We'll come back live again on Tuesday, hopefully by God's grace. And I believe that the sentiment report we have discussed today will go a long way to guide your decision. I still see you on Tuesday and enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.